remember the last time you sat in a room while your mind was living somewhere else? Maybe this morning you were holding your coffee. You were sitting at the breakfast table. The day had just started, but your mind was already somewhere else. Probably, maybe replaying a conversation, wondering what someone meant by what they said, imagining a problem that had not yet even happened, comparing your life to someone online. I had more instances catching myself doing this today than I would like to admit. It's like your body is here, but your attention has left the room. So when I opened the lesson for the day, it truly felt like a warm blanket of relevance. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts, is our statement for the day. See, that does not mean that memory or planning is bad. What it means is that we are learning to notice when the mind is not actually meeting us in our life in the present. Rather, it is replaying old material, old fears, old meanings, old emotional conclusions, old versions of ourselves, and sometimes we call this thinking. But see, a busy mind is not always a present mind. Sometimes we think of it as wisdom, but it is actually recycled known information. And that matters even more now. Because look around, we live in a world that is constantly pulling the mind away from the present. The screens around us pull us into comparison. Messages pull us into interpretation. Algorithms pull us into fear, desire, outrage, and urgency. The world today and the generations to follow will not only need information, they will need attention literacy. And that means they will need to know the difference between a mind that is present and a mind that is occupied. Because if we do not notice where the mind has gone, then the past quietly keeps designing the future and we don't even realize it. So today's practice is very simple. Close your eyes. Let's say for a minute. Now notice what your mind is moving through and name it gently. I seem to be thinking about that conversation that I had with so-and-so person. I seem to be thinking about tomorrow. I seem to be thinking about what they meant. But here's the thing, no judgment, no solving, just noticing. And towards the end, repeat this sentence. But my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. Not to shame yourself, but to return to awareness. Because maybe the miracle begins when we notice. My mind is busy, yes, but it may not be present.